Well, if you're looking to load up on bargains at a warehouse store, Costco is the largest national warehouse.
Costco. It's the temple of bulk, the glorious warehouse where everything feels like a steal and you walk out feeling like a financial genius. You think you're beating the system. But what if that feeling, that pure, unadulterated shopper's bliss, was actually built on a shaky foundation? What if the most popular items are things the employees who stock the shelves know you should never ever buy? We're talking about the silent secrets of the warehouse, the products that look like amazing deals but turn into ruin once you get them home. The people who know the truth aren't the CEOs. They're the employees working the returns desk. They know that sometimes buying small and spending a little more upfront is the real genius move. This is the hidden narrative of Costco, and these are the items the employees secretly pray you avoid. But before we dive into the new list of hidden traps, you need to understand the core deception, the invisible forces that guide your wallet before you even pick up a single product. It starts the moment you walk through the door. The hidden language of the price tag, the secret codes.
Do you ever come here because the promise of buying in bulk is guaranteed to save you money? So you jump in to get your basics every week for groceries, and then all of a sudden you've spent $800 and you don't know what happened? Why? Costco has some secrets that they don't want you to know.
When you step into Costco, you are handed a giant cart and told to hunt. Every product is a deal, but the warehouse hides a secret language in plain sight. A code on the price tags that tells you exactly what kind of deal you're looking at and whether you need to buy it now or miss it forever. Most people just look at the big numbers. That's a mistake. The key to true savings lies in the tiny numbers at the end of the price. Most items in Costco end in the number 99 cents. This is a regular full-price item. It's a good deal, but it's nothing special. But when you see a price tag that ends in 97 cents, that is your signal to stop. The 97 cents price ending means the item has been manager marked down. It's a clearance sale happening in secret. The store needs to clear out this product fast. Think of it like a 5-alarm fire drill just for that single product. Maybe they ordered too much, maybe it's not selling well, or maybe a newer version of the television or grill is coming soon. The reason doesn't matter. What matters is that you are now looking at a lower price than almost every other shopper in the country. This is the price the savvy people chase. If you see something you use regularly, like olive oil or a brand of frozen chicken, and it's marked with 97 cents, you grab it. The stock is limited. It won't last long, and once it's gone for good. You are stealing money back from the store's inventory mistake. Now, this is arguably the most important sign on the price tag, and yet it is the one most people walk right past. Look closely at the top right corner of any price tag. If you see a small, innocent-looking asterisk symbol, the product has just received a corporate termination notice. The asterisk means this item is being discontinued. It will not be restocked. Imagine a premium outdoor patio set. If the price ends in 99 cents and there is no asterisk, it will be back next season. But if that same set has an asterisk on the tag, that's it. That's your last chance. Once the display model is gone, that furniture has vanished from Costco forever. This is where you make your move on big-ticket seasonal items. Pairing these two together is the ultimate secret weapon. If you find an item that is priced at 97 cents and has an asterisk on the tag, you have hit the jackpot. It is a clearance deal that is never coming back. This is where Costco bleeds money and you profit. The final price endings are rare, but they signal total panic from the store manager. If a price ends in 00 or 88 cents, it means the item is likely a store return or an item that needs to be sold immediately due to minor damage or a short expiration date. The manager just wants it gone. For example, a high-end food processor might be marked down to a price ending in 00 because the box was slightly crushed. This is an emergency fire sale, and the price is often ridiculously low just to move it off the floor and out of the building. These are the grab-it-now deals that only the employees and the most obsessed shoppers know about. If you don't know the 97-cent code, you are shopping in the dark. If you don't know the asterisk symbol, you are missing your last chance. And if you don't know the emergency 00 or 88-cent price, you are letting the biggest discounts pass you by. The final secrets, the freebies and hidden value. Now that you know how to decode the products that are leaving the store, let's talk about the incredible deals that they barely advertise. The services and freebies you are already paying for with your membership fee. First, let's talk about the discounted gift card goldmine. One of the biggest, most consistent, and most overlooked savings at Costco is found right on the gift card racks. You're not buying Costco gift cards. You're buying gift cards to other places, restaurants, movie theaters, spas, and amusement parks. But here's the secret. You almost always get them at a discount. For example, you might buy $100 worth of gift cards to a popular pizza chain, but you only pay $80 at the register. That's $20 of free money instantly. You save 20% on something you were probably going to spend money on anyway.
Went for my shopping trip that afternoon on the 23rd and then came home basically a few hours later and checked my balance and was shocked to find that there were $0 on there. I was very upset.
The Retail Council of Canada says each year Canadians lose millions of dollars due to gift card fraud, and sometimes the victims don't get their money back.
It is important that we create better mechanisms in place, more protection, and also remedies to make people whole that have been victimized by these fraudsters.
$200, that's a good chunk of money that I'm not willing to give up on.
The employees know that smart shoppers use these gift cards to instantly knock 20% off their family dinner or their night out at the movies. It's pure profit for the shopper, and it's a quiet perk that most people just walk right past on the way to the checkout. Next, there is the free lifelong tire center. Most people buy tires from an independent tire shop and pay extra for services like tire rotations, balancing, and flat repairs. Costco's Tire Center offers tire prices that are already competitive, but the real savings come after the sale. When you buy tires from Costco, you get free lifetime maintenance. This includes free tire rotations, free balancing, free flat repairs, and free air pressure checks. Over the life of a set of tires, this can save you hundreds of dollars in basic maintenance. You are already paying for the service with your membership. It would be foolish not to use it. Then there is the vision and hearing hack. Tucked away in the back of the warehouse are two departments most people walk right past: optical and hearing aid. For optical, Costco offers free eye exams for members in some locations, and their prices on prescription glasses and contacts are consistently among the lowest in the entire retail industry. Even if you don't have vision insurance, you can often save hundreds of dollars just by getting your glasses there. For the Hearing Aid Center, Costco provides free hearing tests with no strings attached. And just like with glasses, their hearing aids cost thousands less than those you would find at specialty clinics. These are genuine, high-cost services that Costco provides to keep their members loyal. Finally, we have the travel secret: scoring VIP trips for less. The most underused perk in the entire warehouse is Costco Travel. Most people think of Costco for bulk groceries, not for luxury vacations. But Costco Travel often offers massive deals on cruises, rental cars, and vacation packages that are better than almost any major travel website. Why? Because when Costco buys, they buy in bulk. They get huge group discounts on cabins, rental cars, and hotel rooms, and they pass those savings on to you. Members often report saving hundreds, sometimes thousands, on trips, and they frequently get extra perks like room upgrades, onboard credit for cruises, or bonus amenities that other sites won't offer. You can travel like a VIP for less just by booking through the warehouse you already belong to. The membership illusion, the fee that controls your wallet. You've mastered the price tags and you know where the free services are hiding. But all of this starts with one thing: that plastic card in your wallet. Costco's entire business model is built around one thing: the membership fee.
ABC 10 has confirmed half a dozen new Costco's are coming to our area. I talked with shoppers who say there's a lot to love about the wholesale bulk retailer, but is a membership worth it for you?
The $65 Gold Star and $130 executive fees are not just tickets to get in the door. They are a psychological contract that makes you feel committed to the store. This commitment forces you to justify the initial cost by shopping more often. It's brilliant marketing disguised as a club. But let's talk about the biggest money trap of all: the executive membership.
Yeah, Costco members holding an executive membership Me can expect some added benefits to start later this month.
It costs twice as much, but it offers a sweet promise, a 2% cash back reward on most purchases. This sounds amazing, right? But let's do some 7th grade math. You paid an extra $65 to upgrade from Gold Star to Executive. To earn that $65 back in rewards, you must spend a certain amount of money. You must spend $3,250 a year at Costco just to break even on the executive fee. Now, for a huge family or someone who buys everything in bulk, this is easy. But for the average shopper, that's $270 a month. If you don't hit that number, you essentially paid an extra $65 for nothing more than a fancier-looking card. The executive membership is an illusion. It is a powerful tool only for the high-volume shopper. For everyone else, it's a hidden tax you pay for the promise of a reward you'll never actually earn. Despite their fierce dedication to the fee, Costco has a massive safety net that they barely talk about: their guarantee of satisfaction. If at any point you feel the membership is not worth the fee, you can walk up to the counter and ask for a full refund on your membership cost. No questions asked. It doesn't matter if you've been a member for 11 months and 29 days. If you say, "I just don't feel I'm saving enough money," they will refund your membership. This is a risk-free insurance policy that smart shoppers take advantage of. It means you can try out the executive level for a year, track your spending, and if your 2% check is less than the full fee, you can simply get the difference or the full fee back. But they hide this policy because the minute you get your money back, the psychological contract is broken, and you are no longer chained to the idea of shopping there to make up the cost. And there's a secret to the membership itself. Both the Gold Star and Executive memberships come with 2 cards. Costco's rule states that the second card must go to someone who lives in the same house. But here's the secret they don't scream from the rooftops. Nowhere does it say those 2 people must be related. If you are a solo shopper, the $65 fee feels like a heavy commitment. The clever shopper simply teams up with a friend who doesn't live with them, and they split the cost. That's $32.50 each for a full year of Costco access. The person who pays for the membership is the primary card holder, but the second card holder gets full access, full privileges, and full savings. You just cut your annual fee in half without breaking any major rules. The impulse trap: how Costco makes you rob yourself. Forget the price tags and the membership fee. The biggest threat to your wallet isn't the price, it's the psychology of the warehouse itself. Costco is a master of behavioral science. Everything, from the free samples to the giant carts, is designed to override your common sense and make you spend. You walk in for olive oil, and you leave with a 5-gallon drum of it. You needed 1 bag of chips, and you bought a box of 48 bags. This is the grocery delusion. Buying in bulk feels like saving money. It feels like you're being responsible. But when you buy 6 pounds of lettuce and half of it turns brown and slimy before you can eat it, that is not savings. That is waste. The rule is simple. Buying more than you can realistically eat, store, or use before it spoils is financially reckless. Your freezer and pantry are not a commercial warehouse. The convenience of a bulk item is always outweighed by the cost of the food you have to throw away. When you shop matters almost as much as what you buy. There are 2 versions of Costco. One is Costco on a Wednesday morning, peaceful, calm, restocked, efficient, the VIP lounge. The other is Costco on a Saturday afternoon. The aisles are jammed, people are fighting over the last package of steak, and the checkout lines stretch all the way to the bakery. This is the Hunger Games. Why does the timing matter? 1. Impulse buys. Crowds cause stress, stress causes chaos, and chaos creates impulse buys. You are not price checking when someone is elbowing you for frozen pizza. You just want to get out alive, and you fill your cart faster and less thoughtfully. 2. Freshness. The freshest produce and baked goods are put out first thing in the morning. By Saturday afternoon, everything has been picked over. And 3. Markdowns. Most Costco locations restock and discount items on Monday and Tuesday. The smart shoppers hit the store midweek to get the best of the 97-cent deals and the newest inventory. If you shop during peak hours, you're not just wasting time. You're setting yourself up for emotional shopping that empties your wallet. Walking into Costco without a list is like walking into a casino with no budget. The store is a psychological minefield. The giant carts make your few items look tiny, encouraging you to fill them up. The high stacks of colorful, seasonal displays scream, "Buy me!" But the most effective weapon is the free sample. You walk in, you taste a tiny piece of pizza. Now your brain is focused on food. You're hungry. The goal of the trip, paper towels and milk, has been replaced by a primal need for that pizza you just tasted. The free sample is not a kindness. It is a sales trick designed to trigger your appetite and lead you straight into the snack aisles where you will overspend on items you didn't need. The defense against this trap is simple, yet often ignored. Eat before you go, and never step past the door without a pre-made list. The list is your battle plan. It keeps you focused on your essentials and helps you resist the siren song of the 10-pound tub of pretzels or the seasonal pumpkin spice syrup. Remember, a bulk deal is only a deal if you actually use it. The Kirkland signature mystery, the other flops. The Kirkland signature brand is Costco's greatest asset, often giving you premium quality for a budget price. The vodka is great, the nuts are usually a steal, and the frozen fruit is a win. But the moment shoppers forget the golden rule, don't buy more than you can use, the Kirkland label becomes a guarantee of waste. Here are the silent secrets of the warehouse, the items that are the true source of wasted time and money for the average shopper. The first trap we'll look at is the 6-pack of perishable sauces. You're walking past the refrigerated section and you see a massive 6-pack of specialty sauce, like pesto or salsa. It's packaged together and the price per jar is amazing. You think, "I love pesto. I'll buy 6. I can use them all year." The employees know this is a financial disaster waiting to happen. The expiration date on these fresh, refrigerated sauces is usually very short. Once you open the first jar, the clock starts ticking even faster on the rest. You end up stuffing 5 jars of specialty sauce to the back of the fridge, hoping they'll last. But they don't. The moisture in the fresh ingredients mean they will mold, darken, and go rancid long before you can use the third jar. You save $3 per jar, only to throw away $15 worth of sauce. The employees see the evidence. Customers returning multiple jars of visibly spoiled food, admitting they couldn't keep up. Second is the giant bag of frozen seafood. Frozen shrimp, salmon fillets, or scallops often come in massive 5-pound bags at Costco. It looks like a huge bargain compared to the tiny bags in the supermarket. You feel like you're stocking up for the next year. The problem, which the freezer employees see constantly, is freezer burn. For an average household, 5 pounds of frozen seafood is way too much to cycle through quickly. Unless you carefully divide the contents into airtight, vacuum-sealed bags the moment you get home, the fish is highly likely to get that nasty, white, icy patch of freezer burn after just a few months. This ruins the texture and flavor, turning that expensive seafood into a flavorless, tough meal. You paid for premium frozen fish, but your amateur home freezer turned half of it into trash. The workers know if you don't have a deep freezer and a vacuum sealer, you should skip the biggest bags. Our third trap is the 20-jar spice rack mistake. In the dry goods section, they sell giant restaurant-sized jars of dried herbs and spices, cumin, oregano, paprika, and more. The volume is insane and the price is unbeatable compared to the tiny bottles at the grocery store. The employees know that herbs and spices are highly perishable when it comes to potency. Spices lose their flavor and aroma rapidly once they are ground, and especially once the container is open. That massive jar of oregano might last you 5 years, but it will lose 80% of its flavor within the first year. You are seasoning your food with brightly colored dust. You save money by buying a 5-year supply, but you sacrifice flavor for 4 of those years. The savvy cook buys spices in small, 2 to 3 month quantities to ensure maximum taste. Fourth, we find the massive assortment of canned goods. The end cap often features gigantic variety packs of canned goods, like a 30-pack of chili or a mix-and-match pack of 12 canned soups. You buy it because you like 3 out of the 4 flavors, and the bulk price is so low. The employees know you're getting stuck with the shelf sitters. You devour the favorite flavors immediately, but you're left with 6 cans of the flavor you only kinda like. Those cans sit on your shelf for years. You look at them, avoid them, and eventually the cans rust slightly and you throw them out during a pantry cleanout. You paid for a 30-pack, but you only enjoyed 24 cans. The real cost of the 24 you ate went up because you wasted the other 6. The bargain forced you to take inventory you didn't want. And finally, number 5 is the seasonal apparel trap. During the fall and winter, Costco brings out their seasonal clothing, cozy flannels, jackets, and pajamas. They are often made with decent materials, and the price is shockingly low compared to a department store. The employees see the immediate return rate on these items. The trap here is fit and style consistency. Costco clothing is built to a mass scale, meaning the sizing is often inconsistent, the stitching isn't always perfect, and the cut is rarely flattering. Customers buy them, get them home, try them on, and realize the shirt looks boxy or the pants hang weirdly. Even if the quality is okay, the lack of return on true style means the customers feel dissatisfied. The employees know you're buying a $20 gamble, not a $20 luxury item, and many end up back on the returns desk simply because the shopper felt they looked cheap. The narrative of shopping at Costco is the narrative of expectation versus reality. We go there with the intention of being smart, of beating the system, and of achieving ultimate savings. But the employees who see the products from the inside out know the real secrets. They know that the cheapest option often comes with hidden costs. A wasted week of bland meals, a tough piece of freezer-burned fish, a pile of spoiled sauce, or a shirt that just doesn't fit right. The illusion of a bargain can cost you double or triple in the long run. The biggest lesson from the warehouse floor isn't to stop shopping at Costco. It's to stop being fooled by size. True savings aren't found in the biggest pack or the lowest sticker price. They are found in the items you can actually use completely before they spoil, leak, clog, or turn into an embarrassing, fuzzy, rock-hard lump. The real money saver is knowing the difference between a great deal and a great trap. So tell me, what is the next corporate secret we should uncover? Costco, it's a temple of consumerism, a glorious warehouse where everything is big, everything is cheap, and everything feels like a win. You walk in, see a giant pallet of something you kind of need, and the little voice in your head screams, "It's bulk! It's a bargain! I'm saving money!" You drop it in your cart, feeling like a financial genius. This feeling of victory is exactly what keeps the whole system running. We all see Costco as this perfect, honest provider of massive, high-quality goods at unbeatable prices. But what if that feeling, that pure, unadulterated shopper's bliss, was actually built on a shaky foundation?
If you shop at Costco, you already know you can save big, but as it turns out, the retailer has some tricks up its sleeve. One TikToker says some deals are hidden in plain sight, and it's right on the price tag.
What if some of the biggest, cheapest, and most popular items are things the people who actually work there know you should never, ever buy? We're talking about the silent secrets of the warehouse, the products that look like amazing deals on the shelf but turn into waste, ruin, or an expensive problem once you get them home. The people who know the truth aren't the CEOs or the marketing guys. They're the employees, the ones stocking the shelves, working the returns desk, and watching those carts roll by every day. They see the full life cycle of the product, from the moment it arrives in massive quantities to the moment a frustrated customer brings back a half-eaten container of spoiled food or a gadget ruined by a leaky battery. They know that sometimes buying small and spending a little more upfront is the real genius move. This is the hidden narrative of Costco, the ironic truth behind the bulk bargains. These are the items that Costco employees secretly pray you avoid. Item 12, the ultra-clean pod disaster.
If you have a go-to detergent or you buy whatever's on sale, you should know not all laundry detergents are created equal, and higher-priced detergents don't always get your clothes as clean as the cheaper products might.
Let's start with a product that promises maximum ease. Laundry pods, specifically the Kirkland Ultra Clean pods. They sit right next to the Tide & Gain, looking like a much smarter choice. You get way more, and the price is shockingly low. It feels like cheating the system. You just grab a pod, toss it in, and your cleaning problems are solved, right? Wrong. The problem with these pods isn't the detergent itself, it's the wrapper they come in. Modern washing machines, especially the fancy HE, high-efficiency models, are designed to save water. They use just enough water to get the job done. But this lack of water is exactly what ruins the Kirkland pods. What happens is that the plastic-like wrapper around the detergent often doesn't dissolve fully. Instead of washing away cleanly, it turns into a gooey, slimy residue that sticks to your clothes. Think about pulling your favorite hoodie out of the dryer only to find a gross, sticky, semi-dissolved blue stain right on the sleeve.
There's a new invention in the laundry business that has the industry spinning: detergent in a dissolvable pack or pod.
Now, it's supposed to make cleaning easier, but does it really do that? On Your Side consumer advocate Jen Strathman has the answer. I've been wondering about these, Jen.
That's why we put them to the test, because who really knows how much laundry detergent they really need? It's so hard to see these lines on these pre-measured cups. That's why it's so easy to pour your detergent and money down the drain. So that's why they came up with these new pods or packets, whatever you want to call them. Everything's pre-measured. They're kind of like the ones you throw in your dishwasher. But can they really clean laundry?
The employees see this constantly. Customers come back furious because they had to re-wash their entire load of laundry, sometimes twice, just to get the slime off. So that amazing cheap price, it's completely gone because you wasted water, time, and electricity re-washing the same clothes. The supposed convenience turns into a huge headache, and the bargain costs you double the effort. The employees know that when it comes to laundry, the ultra-cheap option often means ultra-annoying results. Item 11, the great toilet paper clog. Next up is the item everyone buys in bulk, Kirkland Signature Toilet Paper. It's gigantic. The packs are huge, the rolls feel endless, and the price per roll is miles cheaper than brands like Charmin. It's an easy decision. You're buying something you always need, and you're saving money. Perfect. Well, not exactly. The employees know that they're selling a potential plumbing disaster wrapped up in a cheap paper roll. The main issue is density and dissolving. While the paper might feel soft enough, it's not designed to break down quickly in water. Premium brands invest heavily to make sure their paper quickly disintegrates once it hits the water in your toilet. The Kirkland version? Not so much. It holds its shape for too long. In a house with older pipes, or if you have a septic tank, this is a major problem. When people use more paper because it's slightly thinner, which everyone does, those clumps of slow-dissolving paper start building up in the drain. The result? The clogs. Plumbers in America have actually talked about this, jokingly calling the Kirkland brand a job security product. Customers save a few dollars on toilet paper only to spend hundreds of dollars calling a plumber to fix a blockage. The employees stocking the massive TP pallets know that the cost of that cheap paper could end up being 20 times higher than what you paid for the entire pack. It's the ultimate example of sacrificing long-term peace of mind for short-term savings. Item 10, the Parmesan Wheel of Woe. Imagine walking into the Costco refrigerated section. It's cold, bright, and then you see it. A gigantic wheel of Parmesan Reggiano cheese. It looks like something from a fancy Italian market, a status symbol for the truly committed foodie. It's huge, fragrant, and you can buy it for less than you'd pay for a quarter of the size at a gourmet shop. Tempting? Absolutely. Practical? No way. The employees know that this majestic wheel often ends its life as a moldy tragedy. This cheese, a giant block weighing 10 kilograms, is meant for restaurants, catering companies, or large Italian families who eat pasta every night. For the average family of 2 or 4, it is impossible to finish before it goes bad. Once you cut into the wheel, the cheese starts its countdown. It needs specific, cool, and somewhat humid storage conditions. Simply wrapping it up and putting it in your home fridge is a recipe for disaster. The air exposure causes it to dry out, crack, and worst of all, mold. The beautiful, savory aroma fades, and the texture turns into a rock-hard, salty disaster. The employee watching you load that giant, expensive wheel into your cart knows you're probably going to return it half-finished and covered in green fuzz, or just throw it out in shame. What starts as a statement piece in your kitchen ends up as a massive, embarrassing lump of food waste in the trash. The only person who wins is the one who sells the plastic wrap you use to try and desperately save it. Item 9. The quick dulling knife set. Walking past the kitchen aisle, you see the Kirkland kitchen knife set. It's a full block, shiny blades, sturdy handles, everything a home chef could want, and it costs a fraction of what a professional brand would charge. It looks like a lifetime investment in cooking excellence. The employees know it's a display piece, not a tool. Here's the problem. The set looks like high-grade steel, but the quality of the metal is just not there. Knives need to be both hard enough to hold a sharp edge and durable enough not to chip. Cheap knives compromise on one or both. Initially, the blades are incredibly sharp enough to fool you into thinking you got a great deal. But after just a few weeks of regular cutting, especially if you hit a bone or a hard vegetable, they dull rapidly. Customers end up having to constantly sharpen them, which wears down the blade even faster. But the real kicker is the handles. Many customers report that after a few months, especially if the knives are washed in a dishwasher, which you shouldn't do with any good knife, but people do it anyway, the handles start to loosen or wobble. The blade starts to feel separated from the handle, turning the knife from a precision tool into something dangerous and unreliable. The employee at the returns desk sees the set coming back. Dull, wobbly, and sometimes even stained with light rust, despite being stainless steel. The cheap price just buys you a few months of use before you realize you need to buy a real knife anyway. Item 8. The dangerous cheap battery. Few things feel as smart as buying a huge pack of Kirkland AA batteries. They are dirt cheap, perfect for remotes, toys, and flashlights, and you get enough to last for years. This feels like the definition of buying in bulk. Endless power, tiny price. The employees know that this endless power could actually end your favorite device. The main scary secret of the Kirkland batteries is their high risk of leakage. When batteries leak, the corrosive acid inside slowly eats away at the circuit board, wires, and connections of whatever device they are in. It's often impossible to clean and completely ruins the device. Now, most batteries can leak, but the Kirkland ones have a reputation for doing it more often than the pricier competitors like Duracell or Energizer, especially when they are left unused in a device for months. Think about the remote control for your TV in the spare room, or that old video game controller tucked in a drawer. You forget about them, the cheap battery slowly starts to leak, and when you finally grab the device, it's ruined. So you saved maybe $10 on a pack of batteries, but that $10 battery then destroys a $50 remote or a $100 toy. The total cost of the bargain suddenly explodes. The employees know that for devices used infrequently, you should always spring for the reliable, leak-resistant brands. Don't let a cheap battery become the most expensive mistake you make that month. Item 7. The rotting prepackaged salad. Costco's prepackaged salads are a picture of convenience. They're huge, vibrant, and ready to go. You grab one and you've got lunch for the whole week, right? It's the perfect solution for busy people who want to eat healthy without spending time chopping vegetables. But the employees who work the cold storage section know that this convenience is a quick path to spoilage. The sheer size is the first problem. These containers are built for 4 to 6 servings, but salad greens are a perishable item. They do not last. Once you open the container and let air in, the countdown clock starts ticking fast. After just 2 or 3 days in your fridge, the lettuce begins to wilt, the dressing pools at the bottom, and the toppings get soggy. The employees often see these massive salad containers come back with half the contents untouched but spoiled. The customer bought it with the intention of eating healthy for a week, but they couldn't keep up with the expiration date. The irony is that when you factor in the money you spent on the half that you had to throw away, the salad ends up being far more expensive than if you had simply bought a small bag of fresh greens, a separate bottle of dressing, and mixed them yourself each day. You pay for the packaging, the convenience, and ultimately the food waste. The healthy bargain turns into a mushy, costly failure. Item 6. The plastic swamp cucumber. The plastic-wrapped organic cucumbers seem like a genius move. 3 perfect, shiny cucumbers, Sealed individually in a plastic sheath, it looks clean, protected, and incredibly fresh. You think the plastic is there to preserve the quality and keep the dirt away. But the employees know that the plastic wrap is actually creating a mini sauna for bacteria. Here's the science. Cucumbers naturally release moisture. When you wrap them tightly in non-breathable plastic, that moisture is trapped inside. When the temperature changes, like when you move the cucumber from the cold warehouse cooler to your warmer kitchen and then into your fridge, condensation forms. That condensation turns the inside of the plastic wrap into a damp, humid environment. This is the absolute perfect place for mold and bacteria to grow, and it makes the cucumbers go soft, watery, and mushy much faster than if they were left exposed to the air. Customers often return these packs complaining that the cucumbers started spoiling within 2 to 3 days, sometimes even before the printed expiration date. You bought them for peace of mind and freshness, but the packaging designed to protect them is actually the thing that speeds up their rot. The employees advise, buy loose cucumbers and let them breathe. Item 5. The whole bean coffee mistake. For coffee lovers, the giant 2.5-pound bags of Kirkland whole bean coffee look like a fantastic deal. It's roughly half the price of the fancy coffee shop brands, and you get enough to last for months. You feel like you'll never run out of your morning fuel. But the employees working the dry goods know the painful truth. Most of that coffee will go stale before you drink it. The secret to good coffee is freshness. Coffee beans are at their absolute best shortly after they are roasted. Once you open that giant bag, the beans start losing their aroma and flavor. Air and moisture are the enemy of coffee. The sheer volume of the Kirkland bag means that unless you have a vacuum sealer or you drink 3 pots of coffee every single day, the beans will spend weeks exposed to air. By the time you get to the second half of the bag, the rich flavor is gone. The coffee tastes flat, bitter, and sometimes even a little burnt or oily. What you bought as a bargain turns into a disappointing, flavorless drink. The employees know that if you want a quality cup, you should buy smaller bags of fresh roasted beans that you can finish in a week or 2. Buying a 2-month supply of cheap coffee only guarantees that you'll be drinking bad coffee for one of those months. You save money, but you sacrifice all the joy of your morning routine. Item 4. The Wagyu beef irony. The ultimate status symbol in the meat section is the prime or Wagyu beef. It's red, perfectly marbled with white fat, and looks incredibly luxurious. Costco sells these gourmet cuts in large packs, and the price per pound looks low compared to a high-end butcher shop. It feels like getting a taste of the good life without the millionaire price tag. The employees know that most customers are completely unprepared to handle this level of expensive meat. Wagyu beef is delicate. When you buy it in a massive multi-piece pack, you have to immediately cook or freeze the meat. And freezing high-grade meat isn't simple. If you just toss it into your freezer without professional vacuum sealing, it is highly likely to get freezer burn. Freezer burn is when the meat loses moisture and flavor. The expensive, luxurious fat that gives Wagyu its famous taste can melt away due to temperature changes in the freezer, leaving you with dry, tough, and crumbly beef. You paid a premium price for a gourmet experience, and you ruined it with an amateur storage mistake. The true irony here is that if you had gone to a small, high-quality butcher, you could have bought the exact single steak you needed, gotten advice on how to cook it, and paid only a tiny bit more for a truly perfect meal. Instead, you bought a giant pack, ruined half of it in the freezer, and turned your gourmet steak into an expensive, ordinary piece of grilled meat. Item 3. The Sugar Trap Mini Cans. The huge packs of Coca-Cola mini cans at Costco are a masterclass in psychological pricing. They look cute, they seem like portion control, and the massive 30-can pack makes the price look like a steal compared to buying smaller packs at the supermarket. The employees know that the mini size is a trick that makes you consume more. When something is small, our brains tell us it's harmless. It's only a mini can. I can have 2. This is what happens. With your fridge constantly stocked with an endless supply of cute, little, easy-to-grab Cokes, you stop thinking about the sugar and calories. You grab 2 or 3 a day without hesitation. In reality, when you break down the cost per ounce, the price difference isn't that huge, especially when supermarkets run specials on the standard 12-packs. You end up spending more money up front on a huge, overwhelming quantity. But the real secret is the consumption habit. By making it so easy to drink more, the bargain costs you in long-term health. The employees know that the giant pack of mini cans is a one-way ticket to excess sugar intake, simply because the convenience and the size trick your brain into overconsumption. Item 2, the Mushy chicken salad. The Kirkland rotisserie chicken is famous. It's only $4.99 and it's delicious. It's truly one of Costco's best deals. But the rotisserie chicken salad that's made from that chicken? That's where the magic dies. The pre-made chicken salad container looks like ultimate convenience. A complete meal, no cooking required. Just open the lid and eat. But the employees know that this is where the quality of the famous chicken goes to fade away. Once that delicious, fresh rotisserie chicken is shredded, mixed with mayonnaise, and stored in a huge plastic container, it completely changes. The meat loses its firmness and starts to get mushy. It sits in cold storage, and often the container will gather watery liquid as the salad sits there. You open it up to find soggy, thick, clumpy mayonnaise and meat that has lost all its texture. The price is the final slap in the face. While the whole chicken is only $4.99, the pre-made chicken salad costs significantly more per pound. You are paying extra for the convenience, but you are getting dramatically lower quality, texture, and flavor. The employees know the simple, better alternative. Buy the $4.99 whole rotisserie chicken, shred the meat yourself, and mix it with your own fresh ingredients. It takes 5 minutes, and you get a much fresher, better-tasting product for literally half the price. The pre-made salad is a trap for the lazy. It's cheap chicken made expensive and mushy. Item 1. The giant useless vitamin bottle. Finally, let's look at the vitamins. The Kirkland bottles are massive, containing 400 or 500 tablets, and they cost a fraction of what smaller bottles from other brands do. This feels like the smartest health purchase you can make. You're set for years. The employees know that these giant bottles are a one-way ticket to throwing away money and ingesting useless dust. The issue is expiration and potency. Vitamins are not like canned beans. They have a shelf life, and the active ingredients start to lose their strength or potency once the bottle is opened and exposed to air and humidity. Since most people don't take vitamins religiously every single day, they can barely finish a 100-count bottle before it expires. With a 500-count bottle, it is almost guaranteed that the last few hundred pills will be virtually useless dust by the time you get to them. You are swallowing old, weakened ingredients, and sometimes the large quantities of certain minerals can even be risky if taken without monitoring. The employees see customers constantly throwing away or returning these half-used, expired monster bottles. The smart move is to buy a small or medium-sized bottle that you know you can finish in 3 to 6 months. This ensures the vitamins are actually fresh and effective. Buying big to save often turns into buying big to waste. The narrative of shopping at Costco is the narrative of expectation versus reality. We go there with the intention of being smart, of beating the system, and of achieving ultimate savings. But the employees, who see the products from the inside out, know the real secrets. They know that the cheapest option often comes with hidden costs, a plumber's bill, a wasted week of bad coffee, a pile of spoiled salad, or a ruined electronic device. The illusion of a bargain can cost you double or triple in the long run. The biggest lesson from the warehouse floor isn't to stop shopping at Costco. It's to stop being fooled by size. True savings aren't found in the biggest pack or the lowest sticker price. They are found in the items you can actually use completely before they spoil, leak, clog, or turn into an embarrassing, fuzzy, rock-hard wheel of cheese. The real money saver is knowing the difference between a great deal and a great trap.
Big changes in store at Costco. Starting this week, the company is going to begin a policy of giving executive members an exclusive shopping hour in the morning.
Kind of a VIP hour, so to speak.
If you shop at Costco, your future trips to the warehouse might feel a little different.
For decades, the name Costco has meant one thing: the land of giants. Giant shopping carts, giant warehouses, and giant boxes of things you didn't know you needed. It was a simple, magical place built on a promise, bulk savings and low prices. But there was also a secret contract, an unspoken deal between the warehouse giant and its millions of customers. This contract was simple. We save you money, and in return, you don't ask too many questions. For years, Costco has been a rock. It has survived economic crashes, retail revolutions, and changing shopping habits. It seemed like nothing could touch its core identity. We knew where we stood. We knew the drill. Then came the year 2026. In the blink of an eye, the warehouse giant decided to rip up that secret contract. They decided to change the rules of the game. These aren't just small tweaks, a new brand of chips or a different floor mat. No, these are massive, earth-shaking, fundamental changes that will redefine what it means to be a Costco member. From the legendary $1.50 hot dog to the very plastic card in your wallet, nothing is safe. This is the unfolding of the most shocking new rules coming to Costco in 2026. Let's start with the most famous, most beloved, and most often abused tradition in Costco history, the food court. For many people, the Costco food court wasn't just a place to eat, it was a pilgrimage, a reward for successfully navigating the enormous aisles. And at the heart of that pilgrimage was a legend, the $1.50 hot dog and soda combo. Think about that price, $1.50.
We're very happy with our $1.50 hot dog, and we have no plans to change it.
It's been that price since the 1980s, a time when a movie ticket cost less than $5. In today's world, where a simple soda can cost $2 or $3 alone, the $1.50 hot dog combo is an economic marvel. Costco's founder once famously told the CEO, "If you raise the price of the hot dog, I will kill you." That shows how important this sacred tradition was. But here's the thing. The food court became a victim of its own success. Because the prices were so ridiculously low, people started treating it like a fast food drive-thru. You didn't need to shop at Costco to eat there. You didn't even need a membership card. You could just walk right up to the counter, order your pizza or your hot dog, and pay in cash. It was the free lunch of the retail world. And Costco noticed. They saw lines forming out the door, filled with people who were only there for the cheap food and were not buying a single piece of furniture or a giant box of cereal. These non-members were clogging up the food court, making it harder and more crowded for the actual members who were spending hundreds of dollars inside the store. For the first time in history, the free lunch was becoming a problem. So for 2026, Costco is finally putting up the Great Wall of the food court. The change is simple but brutal. The food court will become member only. They've started to require you to scan your membership card before you can even place an order. It's a fundamental change that ends a 40-year-old open-door policy. Imagine the feeling. You're a local high school kid who always pops in for a slice of pizza after school. You've done this for years. Now you're standing at the register and a polite but firm employee asks for your card. You don't have one. Suddenly you are shut out of a beloved tradition. This change is not just about keeping out non-members. It's about reclaiming the food court for the paying customers. It's a message that says, this $1.50 hot dog is a benefit for our club members, not a charity for the entire neighborhood. And as if that wasn't enough, there's another shift. Coca-Cola is coming back. For years, the fountain machines have dispensed Pepsi products. Many people prefer Coke. It's a small change, but it shows a company ready to ditch old, comfortable habits and make aggressive changes to please its paying members. The era of the casual food court stop is over. The $1.50 hot dog remains, yes, but it now comes with a price of entry, membership. It's a signal that Costco is getting serious about who belongs and who doesn't. And this leads us directly to the next much bigger crackdown. The biggest source of frustration for Costco and its loyal, card-carrying members is something often done with a smile and a wink. Card sharing. Maybe your neighbor lets you borrow their card to buy a cheap item. Maybe a friend uses their parents' card. It's been happening forever.
Your trip to Costco will look different soon. The company says it's installing card scanners at store entrances to scan membership cards as customers come in. Those who have a membership card without a photo ID may be asked to show a valid photo ID when they go in.
It feels harmless, like borrowing a cup of sugar. But for a company that makes almost 75% of its profit just from membership fees, this isn't sugar, it's stolen gold. Think about it. Every time someone uses a shared card, they are getting access to member-only prices and shopping the store without actually paying the annual fee. If millions of people do this, it adds up to hundreds of millions of dollars in lost revenue for Costco. They are essentially losing money to people who are just borrowing a key to the treasure chest. So in 2026, Costco is rolling out a system that is straight out of a science fiction movie, the digital revolution in biometric scanners.
New membership card scanners in the coming months. Members will need to scan their physical or digital card before entering. Costco says it's in order to crack down on unauthorized card sharing. This comes as the company recently announced they'd be increasing the prices for all of their membership plans.
The first step is making the Costco app the new front door. Costco is encouraging everyone to ditch the old plastic card and use their phone instead. They are making the app much more powerful, adding features like digital receipts and real-time rewards tracking.
I'm okay with the scanning as long as the machines work.
So I can see that slowing down people getting in, because if everybody has to scan, they're going to have to wait for the next. It's not just a flash of a card anymore. They want to scan, so it's going to take a little bit longer.
This is super convenient, but it serves a bigger, hidden purpose. It ties the membership directly to a single, personal device. The app is locked to your phone, which is locked to you. It's much harder to share your app than it is to hand a plastic card to your friend. But the biggest, most talked about change is the introduction of biometric screening at the register and the self-checkout lines. What is biometric screening? It simply means using a unique part of your body, like your fingerprint or a face scan, to prove who you are. Imagine walking up to the self-checkout, scanning your giant box of toilet paper, and then having to place your thumb on a sensor before you can pay. This sensor reads your unique fingerprint and instantly matches it to the person whose name is on the membership card. If the fingerprint doesn't match the card holder, the system could potentially lock up. You are caught. The game is over. This is a massive change. It's aggressive and it's a little scary. It feels like a company saying, "We don't trust you anymore." Of course, this raises huge concerns about privacy. People are asking, is Costco going to save my fingerprints? Are they tracking my every move? Costco's answer is that the system is safe and encrypted. But for millions of shoppers, the fact remains, the days of sneaky card sharing are coming to an end. The convenience of a digital membership comes with a hidden cost: absolute identification. You can no longer hide behind a friend's last name. Costco is saying, if you want the savings, you have to be a member, period. This strictness is also leading to a whole new system that divides members into two very different groups. For years, Costco has offered two main types of membership: the Gold Star, the basic entry-level membership, and the Executive, the expensive top-tier membership that gives you 2% cash back on most purchases. The difference between them was mostly financial. Gold Star members paid a fee and got access to the store. Executive members paid a higher fee, got access, and then got a little bonus check once a year. They both shopped at the same time, stood in the same lines, and fought for the same parking spots. But now Costco is creating a two-tiered kingdom. They are rewarding their most loyal and highest-paying customers with something priceless in the chaotic world of Costco: peace and quiet. The shocking new rule, VIP/early shopping hours for executive members. Imagine a Sunday morning. You drive to your local Costco, knowing that soon the crowds will descend, the carts will be blocking every aisle, and the samples will be gone in seconds. But if you are an executive member, you get to walk into the store an hour or more before everyone else. The store is calm, the aisles are clear. You have the pick of the fresh bakery items. You can shop like a king or queen in an empty castle. For the executive member, this is a huge, valuable perk. It's a perfect solution to the biggest complaint about Costco: the crowds. You are paying a higher fee, and now you are getting the luxury of a better shopping experience. But what about the Gold Star member? This is where the drama begins. For the basic member, this new rule creates a sense of exclusion. You are standing outside the gates, looking in as the elite shoppers casually load up their carts in a serene environment. You feel like a second-class citizen in a store you pay to enter. It's like being a fan at a concert, Everyone loves the music, but only the people in the expensive VIP section get to see the band up close, while everyone else is packed together in the back. Costco is using access as a weapon. They are saying, if you want a better experience, you have to pay the premium price. This is a smart business move for Costco. It encourages millions of Gold Star members to upgrade their membership to Executive just to get that peace and quiet. It's a way for Costco to push more people into that higher fee tier, which directly increases their membership profit. This new rule turns the once equal experience of Costco shopping into a clear hierarchy. The days of every member being treated exactly the same are coming to an end. The value is shifting from just a financial rebate to a time and convenience rebate. The VIP divide is real, and it's designed to make you open your wallet for the better treatment. All of these massive changes, the food court crackdown, the biometric scanners, the VIP hours, are about one thing: getting more money out of the most valuable customers. But the biggest play in this financial overhaul is the shockwave hitting the Costco credit card. For years, Costco had a partnership with a major credit card company, offering decent rewards, especially for gas. But in 2026, they are shaking up the entire deal with a bold, aggressive offer: a massive increase to 5% cash back on gas. 5%, that is a huge amount of cash back. For anyone who drives a lot or has a large family, this single reward alone can easily pay for the entire membership fee. It's a powerful incentive designed to make their credit card the only card you ever use for gas. Why is this a big deal? This move is not just about gas, it's about locking you in. By offering such a huge reward, Costco is forcing people to be even more loyal to their brand. If you use the card for gas, you are more likely to visit the warehouse. If you visit the warehouse, you are more likely to spend money inside. It's a perfect cycle of loyalty that keeps money flowing directly into the Costco ecosystem. This change also puts major pressure on Costco's competitors, like Sam's Club and Walmart. If the best deal on gas is at Costco, millions of drivers will switch their loyalty immediately, knowing that their membership fee is basically free because of the gas savings. But there is a hidden, unspoken threat that comes with all these incredible new perks: the membership fee increase. Think of it like this. Costco rolls out all these amazing, expensive new features. This includes VIP hours, which cost money to staff the store early, biometric scanners, which cost millions to install the new technology, and 5% gas rewards, which costs them more money in rewards paid out. A business doesn't give away all these expensive gifts for free. They are doing this for a reason. The last time Costco raised its membership fees was years ago. The general thinking among business experts is that a fee increase is coming soon. By rolling out the VIP hours and the 5% credit card first, Costco is creating a cushion. They are giving their members so many new, valuable reasons to stay that when the fee hike finally hits, people will be less likely to complain or cancel. The conversation won't be, "I'm canceling because the price went up." It will be, "Well, the price went up, but now I get 5% back on gas, and I can shop on Sunday mornings without the crowds, so I guess it's worth it." The financial power play is simple. Give them something they can't live without, then raise the price on the whole package. It's a brilliant, if ruthless, business strategy that secures Costco's profit margins for the next decade. Music swells, then slows to a dramatic close. The Costco of 2026 is going to be fundamentally different from the one we grew up with. The changes are bold, they are aggressive, and they are all designed to make the membership card more valuable than it has ever been, while at the same time making the club more exclusive than it has ever been. We are watching a company that is no longer content to just be the friendly, low-price warehouse. Costco is transforming into a sophisticated, technologically advanced membership club that is determined to filter out the free riders, end the cheating, reward the elite, and lock in loyalty. For millions of members, these changes will be a welcome improvement. Shopping will be less chaotic. The savings on gas will be huge. The rewards will be tracked instantly. But for millions of others, these new rules mark the end of an era. The easy, relaxed atmosphere is being replaced by strict enforcement and biometric identification. The feeling of being part of an equal club is being replaced by a clear hierarchy based on how much you pay. Is this the future of retail, A world where you are constantly being sorted, scanned, and placed into a different tier based on your wallet size? Costco is making a massive gamble. They are betting that their members value the new perks and the better experience more than they value the old simple traditions. They are betting that we are willing to sacrifice a little freedom and anonymity for a whole lot more value. Only time will tell if this shocking overhaul pays off. But one thing is for sure, when you walk through the doors of your local Costco in 2026, you will be walking into a new kingdom with new rules and a brand new definition of what it means to be a member. The king is dead. Long live the king.